everyone, and welcome to Long's Toys. I have an Ultraman X review for you today. This is a vinyl doll deluxe Zaigorg. This guy is absolutely massive. He being one of the larger deluxe ones, he is bigger than a normal size Spark doll. He is pretty fantastically detailed. As you can see, he comes with a tag which has a cyber card inside. So I'm going to go ahead, cut that off, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure. Alright, so now that I've removed the tag, I can take a little bit closer look at this guy. He is just crazy detailed. I love the kind of job they did with the red. Now, at first, I kind of thought that these were like, you know, misses or kind of worn off paint or something. But I believe it's done to effect to kind of show that he's kind of cracked. Because you can see it's kind of like that all the way on every single one of these. And then he's got a little bit up here on the horns and stuff too. But I think it's just to add effect. I love how he's got this crazy gold eye that kind of runs all the way down his back. And his teeth look fantastic. I love that. So much detailing here on the chest. Just looks absolutely fantastic. Down here on his legs. On his thighs mostly. On his kind of feet claws. He's got one normal arm. He's got one kind of large, almost like a mace arm, which is for bashing, I assume. So he can smack Ultraman or anyone else he's fighting around. Now, I think this guy is from the movie, the Ultraman X kind of movie that they do once the series ends. I have not seen it yet. I'm still hoping that Crunchyroll is going to get it. But so far, have not seen it. I love these like quills on the back. He almost kind of looks like a hedgehog or something. Extra spikes. Articulation-wise, he's of course got arm movement up and down. He's got the same movement in the legs. And then he's got the movement in the tail. So that's pretty much it. But you don't really need any more. I mean, that's pretty much what you'd want out of a toy this size. I mean, I don't really know what other joints you would give him. It's a vinyl doll. But I think he looks absolutely fantastic. He's menacing looking. He's awesome. I love his giant tail. I love the color scheme. The paint is beautiful. Very well detailed. I mean, I have no complaints. This guy is just really, really awesome. So we're going to go ahead and take a look. He does have a chip in his foot. So we'll check out the sounds that makes with the X Divisor. And then we'll take a look at the cyber card that he came with. Alright, so if you've been watching my videos, you know that with the vinyl dolls with the chip in the feet, it doesn't really matter if you have this open or closed. So I'm going to turn it on. And I'm going to open it because that'll give me more room to get this massive foot in here. So it's kind of a bummer that it doesn't have his name in there. It just says New Monster. And I'm assuming that's because this guy was kind of dreamed up after they had already put this out. I don't know if the rest of the monsters that I got from the movie will have the same problem. We'll have to wait and see. So that's a little bit of a bummer. But, I mean, at least it says something. I assume New Monster is just something they put in as kind of a fail-safe or a backup for a chip that they, you know, if they didn't have it created yet. So I'm going to go ahead and move this guy off to the side, and we will take a look at the cyber card that came with this set. Alright, so taking a look at the card that we get here, I'm going to zoom in a bit. It says Cyber Zaigorg, and it's a very cool looking card. He's got kind of an X on his chest with a Z in the middle. Very neat. You can see he's BK035. Unknown type ground. No picture or anything. But a pretty cool card nonetheless. So if we zoom back out here and go ahead and turn this on. So unfortunately, this suffers from kind of the same syndrome as the chip in the foot. This one just says Cyber Monster and has very generic sounds. So again, I'm guessing Zaigorg was created after they already put this out, so sounds for him, unfortunately, don't really exist at all in the X Divisor. If you use the chip in the foot, you get New Monster. If you use the card, it just says Cyber Monster and has some generic attack sounds. So a little bit of a bummer there. I think Zaigorg is a really awesome vinyl doll. I think the deluxe Spark doll here is just really well done. It's a really cool designed monster. The paint on it looks really nice. Everything about the Spark doll I like a lot. The chip in the foot and the card are a bit of a disappointment, though, just because they don't really have any new sounds in the X Divisor. They kind of use like a stock overflow sound, which I guess they put in there in case they came up with monsters afterwards. So it's nice that it says something. It doesn't just make like an error sound or anything like that, but it just kind of says new monster or monster armor or something. You know, it's just very generic sounds, and that's kind of a bummer. I would have loved to hear some cool, you know, Zaigorg monster screams or something like that. It would have been really neat. So I think the Spark doll is really cool. The card and the chip in his foot are kind of a disappointment. So it's really going to be up to you depending on what's more important to you. If you're just collecting cool looking Spark dolls, then I absolutely recommend him. I think he looks fantastic. If the cards and the sounds are a big part of it for you, then maybe you're not going to appreciate this guy as much. I got him on Hobby Link Japan for somewhere in the area of like 2,000 yen, which is like $17-ish. So, I mean, he is definitely one of the more expensive Spark dolls, being a deluxe, but I definitely think the love and the paint and everything was put into the toy itself. It doesn't feel cheap at all. It feels really nice. So, again, your mileage is going to vary with this guy. It depends on what's more important to you, the Spark doll or the sounds. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and share this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Spark doll of DX Zaigorg from Ultraman X. And thanks for watching.